Talker with Reverend Zechariah A. Jackson. Reverend Jackson is founding pastor of the Church of What's Happening Now, located in Plainfield, New Jersey. And now, the Town Talker, Reverend Zechariah Jackson.
Always good coming to you. I tell you, last night yesterday we witnessed the snow coming or whatever it was. It looked like, and they said that Friday we were supposed to be getting hit with some snow, and I just hope it go out to sea.
That's right.
I was listening to the news last night, and a young man up in Newark, autistic kid, got missing. He was missing since Monday, so we all prayed for him last night, and thank God that the police was able to find him. He was over one of his family members' house.
Amen.
And yesterday also, last night also, I was listening to the news, and I'm always, listening to the news and see what I'm going to throw out here the next day. And in what's that? West Jersey, I believe they call it Phillipsburg, New Jersey. There's a couple down there, and I want everybody to pray for them because, see, we got to stop being so critical. We got to start praying for people because people, this great nation that we have, they need healing.
Amen.
The young man, a beautiful couple, got two kids, and one of them wanted to get a cake made for the kid at shop right down in Phillipsburg, and they refused to make it, and I understand, and I'll tell you in a minute. The young man, he named the kid Adolf Hitler, and they named his daughter, named her Aryan Nation. Now, you don't want to go doing, and I can understand why ShopRite said no, and somebody else finally made the cake, but I'm going to try to bring them up in here and throw out a prayer to them, because, good and well, you can't, you got freedom of speech, but why would you want to go there, and damage the little kid? I could even see if the kid was falling, and somebody said, Adolf Hitler, I guess I would release my hands and wondering, who am I picking up? Am I picking up a general one day that's going to turn into a Hitler? You understand me? There's so many other names that we can do today. You understand me? Right. And to sit back and Daddy got all kinds of signs all over his body, all over his hands and things of that nature. And I guess I know you're walking in muddy water, but may God please bring you to dry land. Yes. We've got to come on to dry land if we're going to make this thing work. Let us make change and say change and be change. You know what I mean? And keep hope alive, because hope needs to be alive. For so many of us today in this great nation is lost. Yes. Before the whole world, you sit there and name your kids those names like that and just damage them because I know if my son was in preschool next to your son, and I know I'm not one to say name's going to move you to a different position. I don't believe that you should alter the name to move up. I think it's all in the mind thing, but it's hard to get past Adolf Hitler.
Yes.
It's hard to get that. Maybe, I'm going to help Hitler be a scientist. Now, I don't know what he's going to do with that science. Already I got wickedness in my mind. So pray for the family. I'm going to try to reach out to UPN9 and try to get some information to contact them and bring them on the show. Just have a holy day of prayer and lay hands on them and everything. And no judgmental thing, but just lay hands on them. Maybe, maybe we can raise, once we get them in here, and if they agree, maybe we can raise some funds to change those names, because the babies don't need to be named anymore. Because I know some people that really believe in that philosophy of Hitler, and they marinated, and they even named their kids that. So you understand what I'm trying to say? They didn't even name their kids that. They named kids like Den and Dan and things like that. You understand? Yes. You know what I mean? And that's their philosophy now. But we have to pray for the people in America, because I tell you, so much evil, and I don't understand there's so much evil today in America. But we got to bring it on out. We got to bring it on out. Today we have 4 distinguished women with us, and that's going to talk about love and relationship, marriage, and things of that nature. And we have Mr. Marshall with an economic plan, I imagine, for us. He's standing.
I got some information.
He got some information. He got some information and help us. I was reading over some of your stuff the other day. I'm trying to get you a chair if I could. I guess he's coming this way, and I'm sorry that you have to stand. And
that's all right.
Would you ladies like to introduce yourself? Go ahead to the public.
Dr. Jessica Walker, New Vision Ministries, Plainfield, New Jersey.
Amen.
Elder Denise Clark, New Vision Ministries, Plainfield, New Jersey.
Elder Mary Thompson, New Vision Ministry, Plainfield, New Jersey.
Dr. Mona Mazard, New Vision Ministries, Plainfield, New Jersey.
Okay, come on, Doc. Introduce yourself.
Jess Marshall, the Marshall Group, Plainfield, New Jersey.
All right, now he's not here for the women group, actually. I guess he gonna learn something too.
Yep.
I guess I'd like to start first with marriage. What's happening in the community in terms of marriage with the African American people? Are we getting married?
I would like to say yes, we are getting married.
Okay.
See, we got to look at there are two types of people that's out there.
All right.
There are Christians and there are non-Christians. And a lot of non-Christian people are getting married
All
because,
right.
see, they believe in getting married the biblical way. You know, I'm not saying all of them are, but, you know, there's a misconception out there that people are not getting married because, see, once
You're saying the non-Christians, now you just
the
said...
non-Christians maybe not getting
Oh,
married,
okay.
but the Christians
Okay.
are getting married.
All right, okay.
You know, and so we can't really judge non-Christian, line them up with Christians because
Okay.
it's two type of standards there. You see what I'm saying? So yes, I would say yes, we are getting married as far as Christians are concerned.
Okay.
Maybe non-Christians are not getting married.
Okay, okay.
Well,
Doc,
across the board, we're understanding that with marriage,
yes.
that though Christians are getting married, they're not getting married at the numbers that they were getting married at.
Sure, sure.
We're finding that there are more Christian marriages that are not happening as readily as they were years ago.
And Doctor, why is that today? Why we're not getting married? And what is it? Is it an economic thing today? Or?
Well, there's a number of reasons, I believe, that
Okay.
there's not a lot of marriages
Okay.
out there. Maybe it could be from the relationship perspective.
All right.
Maybe the Christians are having difficulty in, having normal relationships.
Okay.
Because maybe they don't have those normal relationships identified
Okay.
as normal relationships.
All right. Now, can you be a little bit more descriptive and identify? What do you mean by that?
Well, I took the liberty of looking and reading and coming across a lot of information that would kind of solidify the idea that marriages are happening, but they're not
Okay.
happening as readily. I believe that there's an absence of a real clear definition
Okay.
as to what is the male role and what is the female role in a relationship,
Okay.
which tends to spook maybe the male factor or even maybe the female factor
okay.
from getting committed.
Yes.
I think across the board that we have a problem with commitment.
Sure. But, okay, and today with the economic, if you will, things that people have accumulated, that people are quite frightful in getting married. And should we, in marriage as Christians, think in terms of a prenuptial agreement, especially if we after, let's say, 40 years old, where you've journeyed. So you come from ancient Egypt, and you come across, and you've got everything that you supposed to got. You worked and you stored and things of that nature. Now, how do you today, do you get married today without a legal bond in terms of a prenuptial agreement? That's the question that I think everybody out there want to know.
Well, in regards to a prenuptial agreement,
Yes.
I think the agreement is that we have become one.
All right.
And so therefore, once we're married, what is his is mine, and what is mine is his. There's no prenuptial agreement as to what I have obtained,
Okay.
that it's mine, and I have to sign a legal document stating that if this marriage does not succeed or continue, that now the things that I have obtained is all mine.
Well,
That's not...
Oh, okay, let me say this right here. Suppose I was going to marry you today, and you have accumulated, you got houses, you got, you got bank money and 401k that's really working today in stocks and bonds and things. All right. You already have kids. I have kids, right? And if I come to the table, right, let's just say with, I got maybe one house, or maybe I live in an apartment. Now I'm marrying you, and you got a house, and you got car, you got the job, you got, you know, you got it because you've been stable, you've educated, you got yours. I'm putting myself together.